Okay guys, so I got a new wing to fly. Haven't made it yet, just kind of finished it up this morning. You know, if you guys know me, you know that I try and fly wings in my free time. And if you haven't flown a wing, if you're a quad pilot, you're a racer or a freestyle and you haven't flown a wing, I think you should really check it out. Because for me, so, you know, I'm just, you know, mostly a racer. I don't really freestyle a whole lot. And racing it's at this point, it's basically turned into work. That's not to say that it's not fun. You know, I have fun competing. I have fun, you know, winning. I have fun losing. But I mean, it's really work. You know, we put in all these hours to practice, to maintain build. My very first wing was the Sweep Wings Runt. I think that was in like 2015, and I wasn't successful with that because it was my very first wing. We didn't really know a lot about it. It was something that me and Brian and Steve from Hovership kind of like ventured into, and it was our first wing. So, you know, we probably built them really poorly. We didn't really know how to launch or how to set the reflex or all this, you know, whatever. So it wasn't super successful. I beat the hell out of that wing, you know, to its credit. You know, it taught me a lot. It did teach me eventually how to launch and, you know, how to check my control surfaces, but it was rough. So with the S800, that's nice for like a beginner because they take a lot of the work out of it. You just glue it together. But, you know, it is a $50 wing and it kind of flies like crap. So, like, if you kind of looked at my channel, you'll see that I actually modded my second S800 to use balsa elevons because they should be foam. And the modded one flies a little better, but, you know, even thinking back to when I got my Runt in the air, the S800 still flies like crap. You know, it's got a lot of flex in it. There's a chance that, you know, the wings might actually be deformed because it's molded. And it's like the slightest bit of wind and that thing is just getting knocked around. You know, I've been talking to John Kennedy for a long time, like ever since I had my Runt, because he's a big wing guy. And him and Chris Click from Ritewing thought it'd be a good idea if I tried out, you know, some hardcore wings. So what I have today is the hardcore spec 36. Chris sent it to John. John did like 90% of the build, and then he shipped it to me. So I just had to, you know, put the control surfaces on, put my electronics in, and so now I'm gonna Maiden it. And I cringe because like flying a wing for the first time for me is scary as hell. Oh, and the park is there's still people here. What? It's like 2 kids playing soccer. These people need to go home and eat dinner. Shouldn't be out this late. These little kids need nourishment. Oh, there's the joggers. Okay. Alright, so get that out of the way. So yeah, this is the hardcore spec. Blanca 3S 2200. Emax servos, I've had those for a while. Thank you, Emax. Sorry I didn't use them until now. Cobra spec motor, it's 2210, 2200 kV. That's a 6x4E prop from APC. Then that's the spec Cobra ESC that came with the motor. FR Sky X4R receiver. And this is an Aomway VTX from Puroflip. I think this goes up to like 500 milliwatt. And then of course a Lumineer Axi. And it's like, you know, it's just like the build quality compared to the S800 is just, it's not comparable. It's like comparing like a 2014 ZMR with 1806 to something you fly now. So, I mean, I'm expecting a pretty significant difference. Dove again. So that didn't go very well. So, you know, I tried to launch it twice last night, and both times it kind of just nosedived into the ground. So I went home and I was talking to John, and I talked to Chris a little bit earlier in the day. And this is totally my fault, but if you get a hardcore wing and you put the printed GoPro mount on it, make sure you mark the CG before you do that. So, because what you do is you cut off the nose, and so you don't have like an accurate point to measure CG from. Okay, what do we got? No sprinklers. Yes, no cars either. Okay, I'll show you guys the changes I made to the wing. So like I said, it was like super nose heavy. So I'm gonna try running it without the Extra Pro on the GoPro. This GoPro's already broken, so I don't really care. And then I flipped the motor mount and moved the motor back. Maybe, you know, the motor was like recessed before. And it's still a little nose heavy, but I'm hoping that it'll climb out. So we'll see how it goes.
Welcome to OpenTX.
That's enough of that. That's not the real flight. This is the real flight. This happened just now, after work. I've had a chance to kind of calm down, wings all trimmed out. Now I can really have fun with it. Check it out. Okay, so it's like 5:30. Just stopped off the same park after work to fly it again. Because this morning when I flew it, I was like really psyched out. I was trying to adjust the trims, so I probably didn't like thoroughly enjoy it because I was like stressed out. I was like having an adrenaline dump. So I figured I should fly it again, and now it's pretty much perfectly trimmed out. When I tossed it up, it just climbed out nice and stable, no torque roll. It's a little windier right now because it's in the afternoon, maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 miles an hour. And this morning, because I was so psyched out and I probably just had like a lot of crap running through my head, stressing out about the wing, I couldn't really gauge how fast it was. But flying it just now and not having anything to stress about with it just already being trimmed out, flying it on 4S, it's fast. it's damn fast. Like I was probably cruising at like 70%. And the thing, it moves. And then max throttle, holy crap. And the nice thing about it is, like, with the S800, for some reason, when I would go full throttle with that wing, it like shakes. Both of them do. But this hardcore, you go full throttle and oh Jesus, it's so smooth. The wind did affect it a little bit. There were some bobbles here and there, but nowhere near as bad as what I'm used to. It wasn't like complete direction changes. Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna charge up like, I don't know, 3, 4, 4S packs and try to get up earlier tomorrow so I can just like fly the hell out of it before I go into the office. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little wing. I don't know if 36 inches is little, but it hauls the mail. I can't wait till I fly it, in places with like obstacles. But yeah, hopefully I can edit this vlog down to where it's like not crazy long. But I did want to, convey my full thoughts after I got a chance to really like flog the thing. But yeah, it's damn fast. And it's like, yeah, it handles good, it's smooth and it's stable, but for me, flying wings it's fun because I can go fast the whole time I'm flying. You don't have to worry about so much like battery sag because it's a wing. And like, I like going fast in the hardcore spec on 4S. It's damn fast.